It's Saturday morning, so y'all already know. And it's actually breakfast time today and not brunch time because it's like 11:21 in the morning. This is what we eating today. First, we got these pretty white grits, hot syrup. And my dude number 2 surprised us and came home from college this weekend. He actually came home Thursday, so he requested some hash browns. Cheesy hash browns. So we're having cheesy hash browns this morning, sausage, cheesy eggs, and homemade pancakes.
I still can't get over that.
Me too. I was doing that last night. Then I look at it and I just put it in the oven so it can stay warm.
Hey everybody, I'm back. Like the resurfacing of your 8th grade yearbook school picture. Oh my God, God fixed it. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Some of y'all had some rough goes at it. Okay, yeah, we had some rough goes at it, but God can fix things. He can fix, look at your picture, go back. Look, do it in secret. You do not want no, that hairstyle you was wearing.
You didn't already talk about people's hairstyle.
I'm just saying that hairstyle they was wearing in the 8th grade. And they just thought that was it. They just thought they was the cat's meow. So nevertheless, guys, let me ask, I ain't trying to be funny, but did you have metal mouth?
I'm gonna need you to stop insulting people as we open the video.
Well, we had to get it. I mean, want to know people, that 8th grade was a rough year for everybody. They call it transition. Lord have mercy, we was transitioning. So that's what we are, guys.
Y'all see the kids on 8. Y'all, let me start off by saying thank you all so much. Y'all, I went to my post office box the other day and I have started receiving subscriber mail and it just warms my heart, you guys. So I want to give a shout out. First of all, the first one I received was probably, a month or so ago, and this is from Miss C. She knows exactly who she is, and she sent me the cutest little card. You good, babe? You here to go? Okay. Oh, do you? He good? Love you.
Hey, everybody.
They done ate, now they getting ready to go. All right. So, first one was Miss C. And there's just something about a handwritten card, you guys. That is so special because in this day and time, you don't find, young folk don't do it at all. So these are my seasoned ladies that have really just written the sweetest handwritten letters. And then this one right here is this sweet 85-year young Miss Murphy. Y'all, she's in Kentucky.
Hey, Mama Murphy.
Hey, Mama Murphy. If this is not, let me show you guys. If this is not the most beautiful penmanship. Would you look at that beautiful penmanship, you guys?
Like mine.
Oh, we won't even talk about your handwriting.
Girl, my handwriting is nice.
Whatever.
But Mama Murphy got some really pretty handwriting. She really does.
Yeah. So not only did she write me once, she wrote me twice. And then I received a card from, this is so pretty. It says, imagine, think happy thoughts, and you can fly. So this one was very nice as well. Shout out to, I guess his name is Best. He signed it. Thank you from my heart, Best. And y'all, look, he's a professional chef. He has a degree in restaurant management, pastry, and culinary arts.
How happy are thoughts with that thing? Because I'm not getting up, levitating.
Huh?
How happy are thoughts? I'm not. I'm thinking happy, but I'm not.
Anywho. So y'all, I must be doing something right in the kitchen because he certainly thanked me for my channel and, you know, my recipes and how I am with my family. So shout out to you, Best. That was so sweet. So Best, Mother Murphy, and Mrs. C. So I just wanted to say, you guys, I appreciate you all so much for these sweet, sweet cards. It just made my heart smile. So anyway, I want to give you guys a shout out. I'm going to eat my breakfast, so y'all know these envelopes have been a little bit everywhere. So let me wash my hands again before I start.
And with that said, let me say to you.
Before I start.
Before
I fix my breakfast. Don't interrupt me.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Let me wash my hands.
Okay, so here's the thing I want to say to the letters that was written to my wife. It is inspiring to just sit down and to read. It's something about it. And just to have a letter of such compliments, it's a great thing. I received an electronic letter, and mine wasn't quite like my wife's. My letter came in the form, it's an electronic letter, guys. You know them as an email or text. Either way around, letters is nothing but a bunch of words putting together, making up sentences that you can communicate. And that's what a text is. And that's what an email is. So there's an electronic letter for you guys. It's a letter. So my electronic letter came from a corporation. And the corporation was AT&T. They communicated a threat to me.
They wasn't threatening. They wasn't playing. They wasn't a threat. That was a promise.
Okay, well, they made a harsh promise to me.
I'm looking for the syrup. You got it over here.
They made a harsh promise to me, guys. And I need you guys to I need y'all to, I need advice what to do. I really need y'all advice on what to do. So this is what they said. We pay our bill every month. And sometimes the bills look like they come twice a month. I'm not sure. We just pay them and send them. But here's the thing. They have notified me that in their electronic letter, they have notified me that they're going to turn off my phone. They talking about my 3G is no longer, I guess with me reading between the lines, it says my 3G is no longer profitable for them. So they're going to try to force me back on the grid.
They ain't trying.
So they're going to tell me, they gave me a shut-off date. And then they told me that I only have, once they shut it off 911, I can call there. I call and talk to the police and see how they doing. Our 911 just to find out how everybody doing. So now they're going to tell me after that, then they're going to turn off 911.
They're going to turn off 911 too because they sick of that.
So with that, now here's what they, here go how they going to try to fix me. Because I got a plan. Always have a plan, people. I don't care what you're going through in life. Have a plan. So here it is. This how I'm telling you, I'm seeing this thing a mile off. I'm finna show y'all the big picture. Hold your hair. I don't want your head to blow off with this. So, with the 911, what they saying is they're going to send me, get this, because of my 3G, they're going to send me another phone. They're trying to get me on the grid, people. They're trying to get me on the grid. But here's where I'm finna see them. I'm going to mess them up. I'm going to move to 4G. That is. 3G. So if I move to 4G, that means they have to give me another year before they threaten me.
You're going to move where they telling you to move. They told you they sending you a phone and you going to activate it. Don't you won't be talking to nobody.
Don't them people ain't my mama. Them people don't tell me what to do.
They got to be your mama. But they telling you what to do.
What? Okay, they moved me from 3G. I just moved to 4G.
Don't you won't be talking. You going to move where they put your tail. That's why they sending you a phone. They putting you where they want you to be.
I think it's communicating threats.
Well,
I pay my bill every month.
Do you think they care about what you think?
Well,
it's about time. You done had that darn phone about 15 years.
Here's the thing, guys. I know you guys, all our brain power together, we can come up with a roundabout. Listen, y'all got to stand up sooner or later to help me with the man.
I'm sure subscribers want you to get another phone.
Look, y'all got to help me with the man. Let's work together, people. All of us together. Hold your hair, I'm telling you. Because I came up with that idea. And they always going to have somebody.
What you mean hold your hair?
Because I want the head to blow off. I hold her and keep the head there. When you come up with a big idea, you see people's heads just blow off.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't listen to my ideas. That's why your head stay on. But listen, this is one thing I'm going to say to y'all guys. If we work together and y'all help me with ideas, people, they trying to get me back on the grid. So we're going to figure this thing out. So how long I got before they implement their threat?
You probably have about 27 days now.
27 days and counting, guys. I will remind you guys.
I want a new phone.
I will remind you guys and just keep you updated, but I need your help.
We really appreciate you all joining us too on our vacation. So hopefully you guys enjoyed those videos. It was just so much content. I just, of course, didn't want to condense it all into one video, so we got 5 days out of it, which was great. And for the video, riding with the miners on the way back home, he made me mad. I so appreciate the comments. You guys were very encouraging. And
you act like you was the only one that called Megan.
I know, baby. I'm not. I was saying that, I guess, more so at the title, because that was in the title that you made me mad.
Oh, I didn't see it. I was so mad I didn't even look at it.
But I'm glad, you know, because you guys always see us laughing and having a good time. And that's for a lot of couples on YouTube. So I'm glad that my husband did, you know, say turn the camera on so everybody can see the real. So, and I appreciate all of the comments and the encouraging words and the fact that you guys appreciated seeing the real with us. Come back. Where'd you go just now?
Nothing. I was thinking about what we said. And that is to say, guys, you're not always going to see things the same way. You really have to learn to disagree agreeably. Happens. In life, you're not going to see it the same way. Sometimes you need a moment. Advice I would give from my perspective. I can't speak for anyone else.
Is this also like from a male perspective or just your perspective?
I'm a male. So if it's my perspective, it's from a male perspective. Yeah. I think that's where that's gonna go. So, from my perspective, being a male,
I guess that was a stupid question, but you know, a lot of times you say something, you were specifically referring to the you a man.
From my
baby.
perspective, from a male, from being a male, let me tell you my perspective. But let me tell you guys,
yes, you is.
what we need to do is
Thank you,
Thank you. For the great.
Thank you.
Now, with that said, guys, what we're saying here is, me, I'm one of those that, if I'm bothered, I don't say anything. Especially, as they say, words, once they're spoken, you can't pull them back. So, I live my life as best I can by sayings that are very wise. Quotes from the Bible. Let every man be quick to hear, but slow to speak. Because once you say those words, saying I'm sorry cannot fix what was said at certain times. So I will wait for a while. But many times after I wait, my mind goes to a totally different thing. I don't forget that. It's not even a thought to me. So many people deal with it differently. But I say, guys, it's really not worth it to let simple things destroy marriage. I cannot believe how many people sink a marriage or a relationship because they're too arrogant to say they're sorry. It's not worth it. Oh wait, be heard out. Definitely sit down and talk about it. And it goes both ways. If a person honestly saying something in their heart, it behooves you to listen. That doesn't even mean at the end that you're going to agree.
Right.
Does not even mean you're going to agree. The whole purpose is to win the battle, win the war, not the battle. You know, in the war, there are many battles for all the way around, and some are critical. But every battle don't need to be won. You don't have to win every last one of them, guys. Because sometimes the winner loses. So when it comes to conversations, saying I don't understand what it is that triggered you, or I'm sorry, or even if you're angry, because trust me, you get to that point where you don't want to say anything, then don't say anything. Don't say anything. And later on, come back and just, acknowledge. I heard what you said. I heard what you said. I'll give more thought to that. But I did hear what you said, and I just want to let you know that. But I ask you to also hear me. Guys, you can walk around, I'm telling you, you can be the hardest. But one thing's about hard things. You'll end up, guys, there's no life around it. There's no life around it. Hard for life to break through a cement or a concrete patio or something of that sort. It's going to take a lot of work. And if you're one of those hard people, you always have to be right, always have to win, it has to be you, you'll find out you're going to be alone. You're going to be alone. Even when people are with you, you're going to be alone. So I don't want to be preachy, guys. Don't want to be preachy.
Let me say this to my ladies, and I'm saying to my ladies, of course it applies for the men folk too, but let me specifically talk to my ladies. When you are dealing with conflict and you're wanting to address a particular situation, be very mindful of your tone and how you start. Because how you start, you're going to set the tone for that conversation. I mean, if you think about it, even when we have conflict, if I come to him and I'm starting off like this, I don't know why you did that. You just ain't got on my last nerve. And I don't know why you did this, and I don't know why you did that, and I'm mad. So if I come at him like that, and we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it now. Doggone it, because this ain't going to work.
I would rather watch squirrels kiss one another than to hear what's going to be said next.
Absolutely. But if I come to him and I say, honey, I need to talk to you. The other day when we were writing and you said whatever he said, this is how it made me feel. Oh,
you done brought all the past again. Man, I'm not going to hear this. I'm just saying, it may happen like that. No, guys, seriously. Okay.
Look, you trying your best to get, you insist on getting knocked out on YouTube.
I got some very difficult people.
I promise you they going to see the real.
One more question, let me ask you this. If you came to me like that and I responded this way, how would you respond?
Oh, I'm not.
How would you respond?
Wait a minute, I'm still back there a few minutes ago. I'm still in a few minutes ago.
How would you respond if you go to somebody nicely and they act like that? How are you going? Let's be REA.
You get on my nerves. But y'all understand what I'm saying. Just be mindful of your tone. If I come to him and say, babe, I really need to talk to you about something. And just come from that angle, as opposed to, especially all of my sisters. Y'all already know with the sister girl and the neck rolling and the finger pointing and
Yeah.
He ain't trying to hear that. And likewise, if he comes to me like that, because when you approach that way, that defense automatically comes up. And that's with any situation. Anybody that you're dealing with. I remember I had a situation where I have a lot of new subscribers. And for those that have been following me for a while, I shared a couple of years ago that I was attacked by our neighbor's pit bull in our backyard on our property. As soon as I stepped out of my back door, took about 3 or 4 steps, I heard barking. The dog ran up the hill. I fell back and was fighting for my life. It was so horrific and traumatic. Long story short, because I felt like there were certain things that our neighbors should have done that was not done. And for a couple of years, for the past 2 years, I rode around angry, didn't want to speak, ride down the street, keep right on going, didn't acknowledge you. But as a Christian, I handled it the wrong way. And it finally got to a point that it was eating at me. I'm sure it wasn't even bothering them. It was affecting me. And you guys know how often you can have unforgiveness and harbor unforgiveness and bitterness in your heart towards somebody else. They done gone on with their lives. They're doing what they do. They seem happy and fine. And bitterness is eating you alive. Even so much so oftentimes it'll even affect your health. So God began to work on my heart. Because although I was wronged, I handled it the wrong way. As a Christian, in that I stopped speaking. You know, I wasn't being cordial. I was even talking junk over here in my house. You know, so I handled it the wrong way. And a lot of you guys may not understand that, and but we try to do it God's way over here, okay? So I finally had to get to that point that it bothered me so much. It's like I could feel the tension. And even in me feeling the tension, I'm aggravated because, I've been attacked by y'all's dog that wasn't on a leash. And, I ended up having to go to the emergency room. And, you could see where the dog bit me. I didn't have to have any stitches, but still I was scraped up and scarred up. And you could see where his teeth print was, in my arm. But I was literally fighting and screaming for my life. And all I could think about was that I was thankful that my husband was here. And the only reason that the dog got off of me was because he heard me screaming, and I managed to bang on, we're sitting right here in the kitchen area, I managed to bang on the bottom of the door. Well, he realized this is a different kind of scream. He thought I was screaming about a snake. But when he came to the door, that's when the dog, got off of me. And I was traumatized where I was having nightmares and all of that. But I said all that to say, I finally had to get to a point that I had to get to a place I got it right. I had to get it right. And I said, Lord, just give me that opportunity. And I know he will, because it was on me too much. And we had been through COVID and everything. And I could see oftentimes my neighbor from the window, but hadn't been outside to whereas I would have to really see them and they pulled up. So I knew God would present the opportunity. Y'all, it wasn't no more than maybe a few days later. I was outside doing something in the yard. And I had made up in my mind, when I see them outside, husband and wife, when I see the wife mainly, I was going to say something. And I was outside doing some work in the yard, and I saw the car pull up, and my thought was, oh Lord. But then I thought the car parked where the husband usually parks. So I'm like, okay, that's the husband. It wasn't. It was the wife. And as soon as she got out, I looked up. I said, okay, Lord. And I walked over to her, and the first thing, I said was that, first I said, how are you doing? And then I said, I come in peace. And once I said I come in peace, I feel like any type of defense mechanism that she probably had up, it was immediately brought down, because she realized that I'm coming to be the peacemaker. So again, I said all that to say, it was a situation where I was wrong. It ain't no I feel like I was wrong. I was wronged. But I had to get it right, because it was eating at me. And I have to live here. And I just don't like tension with neighbors. That's just me. I'm not a person that likes conflict. So, we were able to talk about it. And, I apologize for how I handled it, in that I did stop speaking. And I wasn't cordial. And I had to ask her to forgive me for that. So I'm just saying, you guys, like my husband said, sometimes you just have to be the bigger person. And you know exactly who you are, because there's several of you on here now, I'm sure, where you can think of some things that you need to get right, and some I'm sorry's that you need to say, and some please forgive me that you need to say. You guys, do not let the sun go down on your wrath. Last year was awful with the pandemic that we dealt with in the world. Y'all deal with it. I mean, you have to really consider, is it really worth it?
Let me say this, guys. Just and I hope you guys don't think we're being preachy, but it's just a real moment here. When you're going to say you're sorry to someone, make it up in your mind, resolve it in your heart, that even if they don't respond the way you want them to, or don't respond at all, that should not affect on what you're going to do. It's like your job. When you go do your job, there's some people on the job that's going to be lazy. they're not going to do their job. And you can spend all day complaining about what they're not doing, or you can just do what it is that you're supposed to do. Do your part. Leave the rest out there, guys.
Well, y'all, I guess we need to try to finish our breakfast, because this one got good and cold, but that's okay. We were talking to you all, and we hope that, you know, we saw with the video, the real video that we did coming home, you know, it was a teachable moment, and we don't mind being transparent, because we could tell that it helped a lot of people, and a lot of you were really, really appreciative of us showing the real. So we hope that there's something that we've said today that will continue to help you guys. And you know, I will be the first to say we have a wonderful marriage. It's not often at all that we are at each other. It just, I am so blessed. Many of you talk about how I have a wonderful husband. You are exactly right. He is a wonderful husband.
He's a good guy.
He loves God first, and then I'm right there. I'm number two. You know, so I certainly appreciate the husband that God has blessed me with. And for those of you ladies that, you know, have made certain comments about what you wish you had in your marriage, just continue to be prayerful. Continue to pray. Pray as it pertains to your husband. Pray as it pertains to your husband. The unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife. Now, you can't be no hair raiser and then you know, you go to church and you come home and you raising hell and you expect it.
It is, and it's working, guys. And again, appreciating, helping for you guys out there. You know, help, whatever it is. I mean, you guys, I know certain things we think, or even if you're going outside of the house, if your spouse doesn't work, and that's rare in this day and time. There's so many, you know, in order to get the things that you desire, both hands have to be able to. Again, complimenting one another, guys, and you get there. We'll get there. Just working together. You have to put work in. You have to put work in, guys, and especially, and it's just in relationships. You have to, especially marriage.
It's
Society.
Work. It's a ministry. It is, and it's work. It's work, but
it's worth it. It's
absolutely
worth it. It's more than worth it, guys.
Absolutely. And if you guys ever have questions that you would like to get our viewpoints on, or you know, ask a question, okay, how did you guys handle this, or how would you handle this situation in your marriage? You can feel free to leave a comment. You guys can send us an email. Just however you want to maybe reach out to us, and we don't mind doing a video that will address that particular issue that you may have, and just kind of share our viewpoints as to how we've handled certain things in our marriage.
And I just want to say before we leave you guys, and just reiterate in closing, guys, hey, remember, help me out. We're in this together. We got to figure out how to stop the man from taking me out, guys. So,
you gone, honey. You well gone.
I believe the people out here and me, we can get together and come up with an ideal. So, guys, I need you. Please, please. They're going to take my Samsung Apple 13 and make me remove it. So
They are.
So just
They are.
If you got any good ideas, guys,
You
let me
just
know.
get a new phone. So thank you guys. Look, y'all, we are on our way to 15,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Y'all rock. Y'all are the best, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching.
Shake something. Just
Shake something.
Just
Shake something.
Just
Shake something.
Just
Shake something.
just-
Just shake something. We already look forward to you joining us again next time.
Hit the nosy.
Hit the